Yo, what's up, YouTube? Another deck profile here from Miguel Chavez, straight off the YCS Miami. Well, it's not straight off. This is a few days later. We don't have that much time to do videos on the way home because we're lazy. So anyway, Miguel Chavez, top 32 with the best deck of the format that I think is the most consistent deck of the format. Obviously, windups is going to be hit, but whatever. We're going to get into the deck profile, his awesomeness, and so let's go ahead and go into the main deck.
Alright, well, I went with pretty much the standard stuff. 3 magicians, 3 sharks, 3 rabbits, and 3 rats. That's like basically the wind-up engine, there's nothing else. Some people are teching hunters, it's awful. Then the standard 2 tour guides, the Sangang. The norm has been Thunder King, but there was a lot of hype around Tanky. I tested it out, but I just thought that Thunder King would be better for the anti-meta, and it's better in the mirror matches and stuff. So I went with the Thunder Kings over Tankies. On to the spells. There's the 3 factories.
Did the Thunder Kings work better, or do you wish you would have gone back to the Tankies?
I really wish I had just like done spells or traps. Like I almost all the time had like a shit ton of monsters, and I needed to like top deck back roll, which is kind of surprising when you guys see how many traps I played. But I had more than enough monsters in my hand all the time. I lost most of my games because I had nothing but monsters. I went with 2 MSTs instead of 3 MSTs. I just feel like, yeah, the meta has like a lot of back row and stuff, but only like retards lose to like Torrential and Mirror Force. Like you can just play around that stuff. You don't really need the MST. The only stuff I really MST is like when I have Magician Shark and game, and there's only 1 back row. And if not, I just go Magician Shark into Rabbit and play around back row. I don't just like blindly MST. The 1-ups, Book of Moon, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and Avarice. A lot of people are playing the 3rd MST instead of Book of Moon. I think Book of Moon's really good when your Magician comes back with a Rabbit, because you can reuse the Magician effect twice in the turn because you can just flip it again. It was pretty good. It was a lot better than MST, again, because of the problem that I wasn't drawing enough traps. For the traps, I was playing 2 Solemn Warnings, Solemn Judgment, 2 Torrentials, 2 Bottomless, 2 Deep Prisons, 2 Mirror Force,
That's how we roll.
and 2 Compulse. It was pretty good. I wish I had played like a 3rd Deep Prison or something. My Mirror Force, I tried it because I thought there was going to be like a lot of like swarms and stuff against Ramils, and I could just use the Best Dweller to protect it from marksman, and then Mirror Force to stop the swarm. Mirror Force is never any better than like a Saccharetz's armor. I never got an advantage off it. The few times I could have, I was playing against Rabbit and I was scared of a Starlight Road, so I preemptively used it early to play around Starlight Road. So it was okay, I guess. It did what it was supposed to do, clear a monster. For my extra deck, I played 1 Zen Mighty, 1 Zen Mains, 1 Tim Temple, 1 Levier, 1 Give Brilliant, and 1 Leviathan. That's it for my level 3s. I didn't play Acid Golem. I really don't like the card. When you have Acid Golem, like there's always a situation where you're like, I really wish I had an Acid Golem. But it's never as good as you really think it's going to be. I beat like 3 kids because they dropped an Acid Golem. And then I Tim Templed it and stalled for the next 3 turns, and I was into the game. So that's it for my rank 3 exceeds. For the rank 4s, I have Abyss Dweller, Maestroke, Roach, Zen Meister, Diamond Direwolf, Photon Papper Liberative, and the Shockmaster. I feel like these were pretty staple. Like everyone plays those, and I started playing this when it came out. I saw a lot of actually people playing it, even though the first place guy didn't play it. It was really good. It actually won me one of my games in my feature match. I decided to play Zen Meister for the OTKs. No one really plays it. A lot of people play Utopia. I just don't really like Utopia. Like all it does is the same 25, but this can actually give you an OTK. I decided to play the Steel Sworn Roach for Chaos Dragons and Agents. And I actually played 2 Chaos Dragons and an Agent, and I just dropped this and won the game. It was over. They didn't have the Dark Hole, which is like the only out to this. And then the next turn, I was able to make it get Brilliant. So in the Agent matchup, they weren't able to go like Card Trooper Crash. So that's it for the rank 4s. And for the rank 5s, Tyrus and Adrius. Some people are telling me to play Zen Mile. I really don't like the card because like the only decks that said a lot play Starlight Road. I'm really glad I didn't, because every time someone had like 3 or 4 back row, they had Starlight Road. So I'm really glad I didn't play it. It would have just been like a random 26 vanilla. That's pretty much it for the main and extra. The side deck, my side deck was really, really good. I sided Maxis and Veilers, obviously for the mirror match. Some people told me to side Maxi and stuff against like water in case they were really fast, but I side Deep Fissure, so I thought it would conflict. I only did this for the mirror match. It was pretty good. I side 3 Deep Fissures and 2 level limit area Bs. Level Limit Area B was actually like a last-second decision. I usually don't like cards like this. People were playing Messenger and stuff. I didn't really like it because you can just like infantry pop it and then OTK. But Level Limit Area B was really good because when they drop the Megalo, it comes out in defense. It actually happened for me in day 2. Like they dropped Megalo and kind of like cleared my Level Limit Area Bs and stuff, but they were still in defense. So next turn my XCs just ran it over, and it wasted the infantry pop. So it was pretty good. It was really clutch. It won me like all my agent matchups and all my agent Chaos Dragons and Atlantean Mermails were won by Level Limit Area B because I barely ever drew D-Fissure. The Level Limit Area B is nasty.
It's nasty because you can't draw into the D-Fissures.
Yeah.
I like it.
I side the one-ofs, Mind Control, a third MST, 1 Nobleman, a Crossout, and 1 Soul Taker. I was before siding 2 Soul Takers and 2 Noblemen, a Crossouts, but I ran out of space in the extra deck and I threw in Level Limit Area Bs, so I decided to go with Mind Control. I sided in the mirror match also, but most of the time what I want to do with Soul Taker I can do with Mind Control, or what I want to do with Nobleman I can do with Mind Control. So I would go like this or this. It was pretty good most of the time. I never actually drew Mind Control, but like when I was testing with it, it was really good. Never actually drew it during the tournament. And the last 2 I went with was Royal Decree. A lot of people were saying Dust Tornado. It was actually really good. Day 2, I played some kid. He was playing Water, and I had a D-Fissure, a Level Limit Area B, and a Decree. And he set a couple back row, and I decreed it, and he got really mad because it wasn't like the standard Dust Tornado. But Decree stopped his Dust Tornado from getting rid of my D-Fissure and my Level Limit Area B because he had 2 Dust Tornadoes and a Sphere. So Decree like locked down all 3 back row, and D-Fissure and Level Limit Area B. If you guys know anything about Water, they lose. So it was like he didn't draw heavy, he lost the match. And that's pretty much it for my deck.
Tell me about your feature match. What round did you go into the feature match?
I went into the feature match, I think it was round 7 against this kid playing Fire Fist. Most of the times when I play someone and they open up that good, I lose. I got really lucky that he misplayed a lot. And I actually felt like scooping it up a lot of times because Fire Fist like searched every card in their hand, and I knew he had game in his hand. So I was about to scoop it up, but I was like, you know what, this is a feature match. This is a YCS. I need to play this out. And he misplayed, I won. So just because you guys think you guys are going to lose to me, you should like scoop it up. Sometimes people can mess up. I got really lucky and my person happened to mess up a lot. So I guess you just play it out and hope for the best.
What happened in top 32? Who'd you play? And how'd you get knocked out?
I played this guy playing Rabbit. I think that was my 4th Rabbit matchup. I was really upset when I lost. My Rabbit matchup's actually pretty good. I played 13 traps and I sided like Soul Takers and stuff. That was the only time I went to a game 3 against Rabbit and I happened to lose. But he opened up 2 Rescue Rabbits in game 1, game 2, and game 3.
Wow.
So it was really hard. Game 1, he had already read my feature match and he knew who I was. So he went first turn Rabbit into Dulka, and that was the end of the match. And then game 2, I went Magician Shark, and I had Warning, Judgment, and Mirror Force.
Oh, Jesus.
But I didn't want him to know I had all that, so I just called spells and set the Warning and the Mirror Force. And then the next turn, I called spells again and set the Warning and the Judgment. And then it was the end of the match, but he went through 2 rabbits. He scooped it up after I warned the 2nd rabbit. And then game 3, he opened up Rabbit 4 back row. And then he drew and had a tour guide, and that was the end of the match. So it was pretty much like, you know, like steamroll games all the way through.
Sack it up. Is there anything you would change in your deck going back in time if you could and rerun this whole tournament?
Hypothetically thinking, I would probably put in a 3rd Level Limit Area B. I thought it was really good, but I don't know what I would take out. So like without like any thinking, I would just like play a 3rd Level Limit Area B, but that's without actually thinking about what I would take out and stuff. Everything else was pretty good. I didn't play anyone where I would have sided Nobleman a Crossout, so I guess I could have taken that out.
I think Geary is kind of dead since Water's going to be fucking crazy popular.
Yeah.
So I don't know if, anyway. What do you think? All right, the ban list came out. Everybody knows what it is. What do you think the most popular deck is? Do you think Windups are going to be able to survive?
There's a couple wind-up OTKs I've seen with Summoner Monk, but I don't think they're going to be anywhere near as consistent as they are right now. I think it's going to be more likely than not a Water run format. So it's going to be like Water or like stun decks that have good matchups against Water.
Alright. Sounds good enough to me. Alright, YouTube, thanks for watching. We'll try to come with more deck profiles. I'm lazy as shit, and uploading on YouTube is a really pain in the ass when you have a life. I'm sorry I can't be like everybody else who uploads 1,000 videos because they have no life. So I'll just try to bring you as much as I can over time, but this was something special, top 32 YCS. So, alright.